You remember, it was the show that dominated the 90s. You all know and love Seinfeld, right? Well, the Logan Square bar Scofflaw is paying tribute to the show with some Seinfeld-themed cocktails. And joining us to tell us more about this is the owner and bartender and man about town. I think he says he does everything there. Danny Shapiro from Scofflaw is joining us this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, this is fun. What made you think of this?
So we've always kind of taken inspiration from Seinfeld since the beginning of Scofflaw. Different cocktails on the menu, always named after.
Why? Because you're a huge fan?
We're huge fans.
Okay.
A lot of our bar staff, a lot of our staff in general, the partners, we're all big fans of the show, so it's kind of like a fun little nod.
Okay, and then I have to ask you, where did the name Scofflaw come from?
Scofflaw came from, I think, us flipping through a lot of different cocktail books and just having very long discussions, but there's also an episode of Seinfeld named
That's
Scofflaw.
what I thought. Okay, so you were drinking a little and you're watching Seinfeld and you said, let's call it Scofflaw.
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a few drinks that you're making for us this morning, and what are you starting with?
So what I'm starting with is called Del Boca Vista, which is named after Jerry's parents' retirement community.
I love it.
In the show.
Del Boca Vista, okay.
Yeah.
And what does that include?
So this includes an Amaro base, so it's kind of atypical. So Ramazzotti Amaro, Luxardo Maraschino, a little bit of grapefruit liqueur, lime, and citrus. So
okay, I was
going
going to say, what is all that stuff? Is it liqueurs? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, so it's like you start with like a bittersweet Amaro, so it's going to like start a little bit sweet and be refreshing and then finish kind of dry and bitter. So I'm going to strain a few of these off.
And so the type of person who likes this drink, which character, cast member from Seinfeld do you think would like this particular drink?
What a great question.
Right? If we're going to do this, we might as well tie it all in.
I would say Jason Alexander is a pretty good, like George Costanza would enjoy it. He's kind of a bitter guy.
Okay, and it's got a little bitter flavor to it?
Yeah, so we can actually just try this one to start.
Okay. So,
awesome.
So this is one of how many drinks?
So this is one of 9 drinks that we'll be offering on June 4th on Sunday, all day long. And then the next drink that we're going to make is called Festivus, named after the fictional holiday that Frank Costanza creates.
And what does Festivus include?
So it uses Scofflaw Old Tom Gin.
Well, you guys have your own gin, huh?
There is a Scofflaw Old Tom Gin.
Oh, very nice.
And then we have a little bit of fresh lemon juice.
Okay.
And then a little bit of raspberry syrup.
And so as you're creating these drinks and you're thinking about this theme, did it help you figure out what you were going to be putting into these drinks?
It's kind of like an arbitrary naming process.
I love the honesty.
Yeah. But we love the show again.
Right.
So, you know, it just makes sense for us to make drinks that are named after various like components or little references in the show. Okay,
so when you're not paying tribute to Seinfeld, tell us a little bit about the bar. What's it like? What can people expect when they go there?
Yeah, so the bar Scofflaw is a neighborhood cocktail bar. It is gin focused, so we have like a lot of gins on offer.
Okay.
And yeah, there's like great food, American craft beers on draft, very comfortable place, a lot of fun. If the Seinfeld references are any indication, just like we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Right. You have a good time with everything.
And we try to have a good time.
Okay, tell me about this. Why do you have to use this device instead of shaking it? What's the difference?
So that's like a swizzle stick. It's a way of incorporating the ingredients and chilling them in kind of like more of a rudimentary way, I would say.
So that would not have the same kind of taste to it if you decided to do it in the mixer?
Right. So this like kind of adds a little bit of texture, and it's a good way of like diluting it quickly.
Okay. And then this is drink number 2.
This is drink number 2.
Okay, you have one more you're going to show us, right?
No, so this is the Festivus.
Oh, okay, okay.
So there we go.
Okay, taste test.
Taste test.
Okay.
And then we'll just ice these up.
All very nice, especially at what? What time is it? It's too early for this, but those are delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. Thank you, Nancy. But those are absolutely delicious. And how fun. I just love that you guys are having a good time with this. What a great place to go. Scofflaw, what's your website in case people want more information?
Scofflawchicago.com.
Very easy to remember.
Yeah, so June 4th, Sunday, all day long, Seinfeld
Okay, all right. Very good. Danny, you're so much fun. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You got to come over here after you get done with that whole little weather thing you do, Mark, and try this out. It's good stuff.
So with the Festivus drink, you actually stir it with the Festivus pole. Is that what that big long stick was?
The official Festivus pole.
The official Festivus pole.
And then after a couple of...